Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez.
I thought it was going to be... I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it.
So who do you like in Canelo versus Crawford?
Well, I'm a giant Crawford fan because I think he's the best switch hitter since Marvin Hagler. I also think Canelo is slowing down, and Canelo is more of a one-punch fighter now than the combination fighter he was when he was younger.
Canelo Alvarez might have just made the biggest mistake of his career. Mark your calendars, September 14th, Las Vegas. It's official. The face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, is putting it all on the line against one of the most dangerous finishers in the sport right now, Terence Bud Crawford. 2 kings, 1 ring. But here's the twist. Canelo might be walking straight into a trap the boxing world sees coming, except him. Crawford isn't just any fighter. It's been called a once-in-a-generation problem. The same man who dismantled Errol Spence Jr. like it was target practice.
Building, man. And then the best man did his thing, man. Crawford, I knew he was crafty. I told everybody he got a new nickname, Crafty Crawford, and he showed all that craftsmanship here tonight. The speed was too much. That 140 moving up, it happened to me and Pacquiao. Those little guys, as they move up, they bring all that speed, and he also had the power. And Spence was just a little slow. I thought he was a little slow against Danny. That's why he didn't stop Danny. He stopped Ugas, but I thought he was a little slow. And that thing that he does that's never been broken. Jab, 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 boom, body shot. Jab, jab, body shot. It's never been broken till now, till today, till tonight. And now the new undisputed champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford. Salute 3 times.
Now, Bud is chasing greatness like we haven't seen since Sugar Ray Leonard stepped up to face Marvin Hagler.
You know, what about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap? Or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
I mean, that's true. But you know what? There's always a way. Put it that, there's always a way. There's always a way to win.
Now, Bud is chasing greatness like we haven't seen since Sugar Ray Leonard stepped up to face Marvin Hagler. Meanwhile, Canelo's been playing it safe, beating fighters we expected him to beat. But Crawford, he's not just another payday. He's undefeated, ranked pound for pound #1 on almost every list. And he's got nothing to lose and everything to prove.
Eso. Venga. 5, venga. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eso. Enjoy.
In this video, we'll break down how Terence Crawford has been secretly preparing for years and why so many legends think Canelo is playing with fire. First, let's talk about Canelo. No question, he's a beast. He's fought killers like GGG, Bivol, Jacobs, and Kovalev.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Alashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And you know, like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So.
But here's the thing. Canelo isn't the same fighter he was 5 years ago. He's slower now, relying more on timing than speed and volume. And most importantly, he's never faced anyone like Terence Crawford.
Canelo running from Benavidez. What is that? I mean, imagine if I ever ran from anybody. Like, did I run from somebody in my career? No. Did Chavez run from somebody in his career? No. Chavez was 87-0. Imagine that. So to me, that's the all-time greatest fighter.
This fight feels like overconfidence, maybe even desperation. Canelo's recent fights haven't had the same fire. Yes, he beat Charlo, but let's be honest, Charlo looked like he was just there for light sparring. Fans started asking, is Canelo avoiding real challenges?
Do you feel that he is now begun the descent and he's not in his prime anymore?
I did see him slow down. I think his feet were a little slow. I saw his left hand was a little hurt. I don't know if it was from an injury beforehand or, but I did see something in his left hand. Given the fact that it was an 18 by 18 ring, which gives Canelo the advantage and he couldn't stop him. I mean, it goes to show you that, you know, his abilities are still his abilities, but in his mind, he wasn't confident enough to go out there and just knock him out. But when he dropped them, you just go after him, throw a barrage of punches, and the referee stops it, especially if you're in Mexico. It goes the 12 rounds, and he's going to get the criticism. He brought that upon himself.
Then came his fight with William Skull. Flat performance. No knockouts, no viral moments, no highlight combinations. Just enough to win. He looked slow, sharpness missing, hunger gone. It felt more like a retirement tour than a king defending his throne.
He's patient enough. He knows what he needs to do. But if he prepares for one thing, you come to the ring and do something different, that I know what it was that night. That night, he knew he had to impress. And he knew that, you know, if you know Terence's style, he's trying to line up that straight left, you know? And he got to a point where that became, I gotta have this firework at the end of the night. And that's what he was stuck on. He won't make that kind of mistake against a Canelo Alvarez. And again, you know, coming to the ring, I don't think he expected Madrimov to have this counter-punching style that he came to the ring with, you know?
Then, boom, Crawford's name appears. Perfect PR move for Canelo. A chance to prove he's still the man. But here's the danger. Terence Crawford is no PR stunt. He's a nightmare in gloves.
The thing about Crawford is he believes he's on it. Like, he believes he's the one. So that's the difference between him and any other fighters that Canelo fight. Because Canelo, people fight the idea of Canelo Alvarez opposed to fighting the individual. The thought of him is what puts fear in their heart. But he doesn't care about that because he said he's Terence Crawford, so it's a totally different thing. So if he can implement his strategy and ride it out to the end of the fight, he's gonna be successful. But if Canelo can do what he needs to do, and his timing has to be on point, because he's not that fast as Crawford is. It's all about timing.
Crawford has dominated entire weight divisions, from lightweight to super welterweight. He's already gone up 3 weight classes and cleaned house in each one.
I'm hunting him. That's it. I'm hunting everything that he got. And I'm going to take it come September 13th. All the people in the stands that booed me, they going to cry when they go home. They gonna cry. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Now he's jumping up to more divisions to fight Canelo at 168 pounds. Crazy. Maybe. But if anyone can do it, it's Bud. And he's not just putting on weight, he's doing it smart. Altitude training, sparring with light heavyweights, and getting advice from Floyd Mayweather himself.
If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, or you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
Crawford isn't coming to survive. He's coming to dominate, just like he did to Errol Spence, breaking him down step by step, reading every move, and making him look like he didn't belong in the ring.
Because you have Crawford jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, who's a natural light heavyweight.
Crawford, who couldn't push back Madrimov? Life and death with Madrimov. What do you think Canelo's going to do to him? Run him out of the ring. You know what's laughable also? Dana White being named the promoter of this fight, considering he's never been in the boxing space. Has no stable of boxers. He didn't negotiate. And is being handed this fight on a silver platter and called promoter. He's the trust fund baby of boxing. That's it. The trust fund baby of boxing. And get this. The fight will take place during the day on September 13th in Las Vegas. During the day. So Canelo will fight during the day on Netflix just to accommodate UFC Noche later that evening on a different network. So does that mean this fight isn't important? Do they not give a about the fans or viewership? Why is it that Canelo has to fight during the day on Mexican Independence Weekend? And UFC with a roster of names I've never heard of is going on prime time. Cinco de Mayo. He's fighting in Riyadh and now he's fighting during the day on the biggest weekend in boxing. Yeah, Canelo will fight anywhere. Anytime he's told because he doesn't give a... All he cares is about the money. Doesn't give a... Fans.
That's Bud's superpower. He fights with skill, instinct, and data. Calm and calculated. But when it's time to strike, he turns into a cold, precise finisher. If Canelo thinks this is just another fight, that's a huge mistake.
Are you still favoring Crawford in the fight, or has your opinion changed?
I mean, I've always favoured Canelo in the fight.
Well, I've heard that you want Canelo to win, but you
of
feel...
course, yeah. I like Terence. I've worked a lot with Canelo, and I think just because of what I saw in Riyadh and because of the threat, and he's getting on as well, Crawford, but it's just like the mindset of Crawford. Like, there's no doubt in Terence Crawford's mind that he wins this fight. And when you spend a bit of time with him, you kind of start buying into that. And I guess that's what happened in Riyadh, because I travelled with him to the fight, and you know, but it's a 50-50 fight. I think gun to head, I'm probably picking Crawford right now. But I want Canelo to win. And he can win for sure. But Terence is going to make it really tricky and awkward for him. And I don't think he's going to like that kind of fight.
Now let's talk about size. Fans say Canelo's too big for Crawford. But size only matters if you know how to use it. And lately, Canelo's been fighting smaller guys anyway. When he faced a bigger man like Bivol, he got outboxed, not knocked out.
Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything.
And guess what Crawford specializes in? Distance control, timing, and ring IQ.
Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.